Please attend to the teaching with the proper correction of your motivation accordance with the Bodhicitta that wanting to attain the state of enlightenment at the fastest possibility in order to benefit all sentient beings.
Now
the teaching which we are trying to discuss, that's about the Bharat Mandala. We covered a little bit of that yesterday. So, now for the actual Bharat Mandala, as we discussed yesterday, that we needed 37 deities to generate inside our heart, and we divided up that syllable of the palm into 5, and at the center we had that saucer, ball, and the crest, that squiggle at the top, and from which we created from those 5 we created the 5 Naljamas, or 5 yoginis. At the very center, from the spring creative energy drop, and the red creative energy is acquired from the mother, driven from the navel chakra, and together with them we created the principal yogini at the center, those 5. So now the so now for the remaining 32 circle of the mantra which we have for 32, now we have the hairlines, the nadis we receive from where the hair starts to grow. Again to review. The hairlines, which is right on above your forehead, right? Of course, it is quite difficult for those who are bald to determine, where exactly is the hairline. So you can just have raise it right above your forehead, about 4 fingers breadth. There's the hairline, and then measure 4 additional 8 fingers breadth, and at the right on top there is the crown of head. That's becomes second place where we receive.
난 나와 예바 요마사 나와데 안조 렐레텔 스마 이거 보려래 암조 다트데사 이거 보데 나와 디모데 고거래
A right ear that we shouldn't take ears out, but right inside our ear, and from there we receive the.
다 따바스 저거서 따바스게 다공 수데 저로도 바고도 가고 요래디 지속이 제우잖아 레벨가 퇴배강을 고거래 다바티 지속이 제우로지도 고거래.
So the back of our head, it says back of our head, we might misunderstand just being towards the stem of our back, No, it's just a little bit further down the crown of our head, a little further down.
디저 칼레르 니어다 칼테와드 노시오레 다 암조 가도데 수지요레 대마샤데 칼테와 마레 나데레 암조게 데 마레 다고데 수지요레 대주 수지 토부지요레 데 어디 다베 수레 어디 참데레 다바시아데.
So when usually when you observe a skull, the skull cup which is on a crown of our head, that you'll find the way the dividing line is. So it's just below the dividing line, just at the edge of the dividing line on the bottom side on your back of your hair, back of your head, back of your head, sorry.
다 디제 셰주제 먹어지 다 르기 샤샤 하고 그래 도스리 디에는 너무 셰바들이 다양한데 체유니 수자지게 모이 뭐디 샹고래 체유니 수자지나라 바보바보니 수자지요래 랑고 르기 샤샤데 체유니 수자지다 모지바 임바디체 대나가 자콩니 보디 체유니 수자지게 바보바보 모이 뭐지 대수 나데다 때문에 바보니 제셰나 아니 르지 제가 전부 차버려.
Now, those I think we don't need to review again since we had them all yesterday, right? So now the places in parts of body from where we receive our nadis and the creative energies. Now another additional thing that we should try to look at these 24 sites on our body or parts of body as being the oneness with the 24 sites or 24 places in the southern continent. The most of those 24 sites are in India.
보도로 붙인 제베 딘조 지든시요 테날 세고요 다들 비샤라고 말해 비샤 말하는 딘조게 치나다 따위는 세그래 다연히 다sam데 치유데 불을 말아야 하세요 지버지.
So if you would like to know detail about those 24 sites, then you can check with a text by the Pudun Rinpoche, that his commentary on the Heruka, there is quite clear. Now, if you would like to know again the hairlines from where we received Nadi, that is also equivalent to the Pulir Maraya. So, and our Kana head is the Zalandara.
Zalendara di Daransala Yori, Jagan Rohensu Jay. 나는샤라 파나오는 마 보르 쇼미게 밤을 하고 줄 그저 밤에 내서 어디나래 도리지 제지요.
So Zalandhara, that is quite close to Dharamsala, that in the valley, if you go by, and there is also one of the shrine of the Pamo or the Vajrayogini, and that is one of these sites, 24 sites. And the right ear is Odhyana, and back of one's head is Abutara.
Nawayamangu Dawari,
and left ear is Godavari,
Menzan Rameshwari,
and between the two eyebrows is Rameshwari,
Meaning the Yokoti,
and two eyes are the Devakoti.
the Yokoti Asansha on the Chimbai. Do Jungshi Shada Chiri, do Rikuro.
Devakoti.
Kashamatun Jamanu.
Devakoti, I also paid a pilgrimage to that place. It is in the east of India, a state named Assam. And I've been to a few of these places myself.
Tabani Malawa,
And two shoulders are the Malabar.
Shinhuni Gamaruba,
And two armpits, they are the Kamarupa.
Numani Uti,
And two breasts are the Oti.
Teoti Shakuni,
Navel, Tishakoni.
Nazgosala,
Tip of nose is Kosala.
Kakalinka,
And mouth, Kalinga.
Kalinka, the Tishakuni Sujagasujo.
Kalinga
Oh, yeah.
and
Jamalambaka,
Tishakuni, they are in southern India. Now the next is Lambaka.
he gains
And the heart is Kenji, there's throat. Right before that, Lambaka's throat.
Devuni Himalaya,
And the two testicles, those are the Himalaya.
Himalaya,
Himalaya.
Himalaya Singandi, Misundu de Gdua, Kongrichi Lazarugdua, Himalaya Kongrilandua is in Bay, so Bell to Jindu Desitire, Kongritire.
So that is the mountain where the last people risked their life to climb.
Samatita Puri,
And the secret organ is Tritapuri.
Trita Puri, the Tanja Kazi Indo, Sakugi Yudire, Bayug Sanatva, Bayug Sanam Jimuda.
It is quite hard to get to that site because it is close somewhere in borderline of Tibet and the Nepal, and a name of the Tibetan place called Kuki. It is somewhere around there.
Shamandia Devatar,
And the anal, that is the Griha Devata,
Lani Soreta,
and two thighs, Sarashta, Sorata,
Chamaji So Anandipa,
and two cows, here are the Swarna Deepa.
So Anandipa di Jagali Yomare,
That is not in India.
Soaras to Seri,
Swarn, which meant gold.
Swarna Siri, Swarna,
Swarna is meant gold.
Dipas de Lingre, Selingre,
And Deepa meant island, the golden island.
Selin di Jagal Pan and Suna the Yobe Kachare, the money that is on the Guyoro.
Swan Deepa is somewhere further away from India, which could be reached through the somewhere it's island, the further away from India.
Selin Lumbat the Yamadavani, Koramsu, Awas Guyore. Taya Tinson Karina, Indonesia, Seattle, Dressidu, Kain Mana, Selin Lama Chuji Tabaka Chuyu, Chulogido Chuso, there's such a chire. Tinson Time Mato Ayumisha.
So that Swan Deepa, earlier I think I heard it, they are known as Awak, and these days they claim to be like the another name like Indonesia and so on. But whatever, the Swan Deepa is the place where the Acharya Chujitagwa, the Dharmakirti, or the Acharya Swan Deepa comes from.
George Lama Lo George Lo Juni June, Changshu Simji Danga Lansagi Lama Tiri.
This is the place where the great Adisha lived for 12 years and obtained the entire teachings of the Bodhicitta.
Yama Modi Belumbache, Selima Chujitaba Jevu Seche, Kun Nambache, Lumakora Ben Namala Jur, Dama Shivuji Dar. And Georgia, they pay in churches in Damashu, Chisatiri.
So this is the site where the great Acharya Chujitapa or the Acharya Swandeepa or the Dharmakirti, that who once was born as prince, and which where the teachings of the non-Buddhist teaching flourished. But he himself became a great Buddhist teacher and spread the teaching all corner of that place and became so well known, and great Atisha also paid a special visit to that place, lived for 12 years and obtained the entire teachings on the bodhicitta from this great master.
Gelima Selima Chuchitaba, Gumazo, the Kunga Kudun Shu, the Cheden Chimbuchio, Rizil, Jesaki Rizil. Cheden get taught the Yamadawa is a thought that Novuchi is Yori, Shijuchi Yori. Tell the Sena Polo Virgin, Tinya Holo, Sena Namu, the Tonga Yori.
I heard that the place where the Acharya Swandeepa, after when he passed away, that they made a special stupa that up on the very highest of their mountain, and with it at the top as pinnacle with sun and moon, and at the very top there is a gem, and which could glow at night, and there is no darkness around that stupa at nights.
Teach the Tsoyo, Tsokati, Mesando, Tombasura, Susu, Tsok, Sajakusha. Ani Suzu Goyano to Kelia Reku of the Lechico, and Sudalma, Chunzun, Mamma, Pareja, and the Tarimun Rugo, then a Lu, the Dotata, but of Niju with the Tenala, Semun of the Ramushkion Jury. Sinakale Yamuachilia, Ramuchu Suzu Goya de Lengius, Sotineo.
So at that time, and also that they have a little lake around where people would dive with a bag on their neck and then get the gem from the bottom of the lake, and when they come up, they can find that lost gem and also little pieces of gold and silver and so on, that without too involvement or too much of hardship.
Chisu Mensu Tenju Sudima, Suna Chung Roinza, that's when I reach nobody. Rabi Omar.
The later, when people's intelligence went wild and getting everywhere, and more things came along on their mind, so thus the gems inside those lakes got scarcer. Now I think there's hardly any or none.
Dotra Barani Jubutini, Perla Lama, Keme Lama Chini, Medeze Chanali Yobadi, Medan Gemma, the Laginsui, selling good suit to the Dasoni, the Yosangat, Chet, Tasso de Lamas Yuri.
So, even when I came to Tibet, I heard that a couple of lamas, they had a very interesting, the gems or the stones fetched from the Siling Lake or the Swandeepa Lake, that where it has a beautiful color and multiple color and so on. I myself haven't seen, but I do know someone who have seen that some of the lamas have it, and claiming that that came from Siling or the Swandeepa Island Lake.
다 세린 손안에 무디 루무치 된 거요 말이 세린 루무 최된 거잖아 나고세 어디요 말이 저 루무치 되면 노르치는 요소인지리 요 말이.
So in that Swandeepa now, the lake does not give any longer a gem, nor does that gem on the top of the stupa glow any longer.
자가도지 된게 저 장주 좀 산재근 저부터 개만 지신데 젠데니 노브레
So
다디서 노래 주르송아레
that in Bodh Gaya, as you see the stupa, and just on the right side of the entrance there's this Tara statue, which is named as one of the special Tara to the great Adisha. The earlier it was said that it is said that it is the made from zekim, which means the alloy of this multiple precious substance, and also two eyes being of the precious gem or the stone. But now at the present, all you see is just a piece made from stone.
Rimuchen jungu cho nu se de migyo chu dan ri ta yani kamalo migyo shada che de inza kube dire majele ge da ri de rimuchen jungu cho nu sundo han joya kanga nu ne ya gra manu de yo na seli lo ba mil sho do gre lo ba chinju ri ji cho do gre.
So now the decrease in the amount of the decrease or the complete exhaustion of the gem in these places are the environment effect of the indulgence in the 10 non-virtuous activities.
Ta no ro de ngaran chu thunju me de ba sadore so re ma do don to yani le da ba ke ta na me ma no ji yo re.
So it is our own impact of our indulgence in the non-virtuous activities upon the environment that they ran out, these precious substances are no longer available. And in a way, it is a blessing. Otherwise, there's a small island like that. If they still have those kind of precious gems and so on, somebody would, out of greed, invade their country, and they will suffer. So actually, that in a sense, when we say decrease that it decreased to our perception. That otherwise, a person with good sight, out fortune, and so on, the merit, to them they still might be enjoying those same fabulous environment.
Ta chimani so na de ba chi ya ke chama ma she. Ta somu juru na gar somu juru zu juru de yu na gar ke me ba che go re.
So now 2 caps, so on deeper. Now let's not go into too much talk. Next,
So
16, that's the 8 fingers and 8 toes are the Nagara. The Nagara is there's also special script which comes from this land named after as Nagara script.
yu sundu tang ngochi wa sang, yu sundu sa jagal ri, cho sundu tang karina, cho sundu tang cho yamba chi ni bobe sundu yu sa de, ane ting mi ri, cho sundu ki mi li chang ni mi da wa ri, sundu sa ri.
So the 2 angles, those are the Sindhu. Sindhu is name of river in India. It is the place where the Sindhu with another river, there's confluence of those two, or the sort of merge of those 2 rivers at that spot. So, but the place acquired the name after the river Sindhu. And two thumbs and 2 great toes, they are the Maru. Since the Maru is in the northern India. And 2 knees are the Kuluta. So now this Kuluta, that's in India, the Kulu, named place Kulu, there you will find this place Kuluta. And now, in short, that all those places inside of those named parts of body should be conceived as those 24 sites of the 24 sites, these 24 sites, corresponding 24 sites. And when we receive the and nadi and creative energy from them, then the material as a material, and when they arise out in the form of deity, that deity, the female deity, that should be assumed as the inseparable from their male partner, male deity.
다 유니 수자지게 류기 차셰 유니 수자지도 뭐 이메도 뭐버지니 대이 자다 감리 자감 자 치로는 제 감 나로 루샤 자 나로는 그 감스디 코아고스로 제니 감 나로 자 나로요 감들 소지야 세문보야 암조나게 베 네바에 제지야로보다 치마다 주마다 세바다 강고로 감기 찌고 어디 선로들이 디제데 자 나는 누구요 되게 감다 자님네 모임에 되네서 라는 버체네 오모 사부들은 메서 홍홍 메서 브르자니 바게 가 있는 지시 자실 팀다 카다 대바 고사마제제 라노지는 좀 세베 카다 대와다 샹다다 샹나다 저부다 암조 니다 미니다 너무 니제네 내 제게 어다 내 제게 대다 감상 동고 말이 자랑 상동 쇼리 자 대들한다 니버리체 홍홍홍 베베베 소하세 이제데 팀다 송주 순이 보가가 리소 대나 용수조에 바보다 니스메베 바보 나지메 남바체 니시자지 다나 이거 삼아 제부데 데레 나지메 남바체 니시자지 안노 나지메 수다르 제쇼 답되고요.
So now those 24 sites that we should try to convince ourselves that those places, parts of body, and the nadi and creative fluid which are inside them. For instance, like the creative fluids which are responsible for the growth of our teeth, which bear the nails and so on, all those creative energy which flow inside those nadi, okay, inside those nadis. Now, all those nadi all those nadis. So, in those parts of body, they should be conceived or convince ourselves being the oneness with those 24 sites, and by through the receiving of the one small duplicate or sample from every one of them, or duplicate from them, then merger of that, or through the immersion of that with the corresponding syllable letter in order, then they transform into the deity, in a female form, but deity, female deity, but who are inseparable from their partner male deity. And of the 24 places, then the remaining 8, the last 8, which starts from the Hung Pepe, those 8 which keeps the doors and corners. For them, for instance, like mouth, navel, rectum, and so on, or 2 eyes, 2 nostril, and for them we receive just the nadi, not really the creative energy. The nadis from these places, and they mix with those last 8 letters in order, and they appear in the form of the 8 who keeps the doors and corner, and they all assume the shape of the Vajrayogini, being that very female deity, but in the form of Vajrayogini, but yet also at the same time inseparable from the male deity, male partner deity.
Trasam Pulira Malata, Trasam Rang Trasam, the U Pulira Malata, Chibai, Mochi in Samaj. Tena Yube, Pauda Pamani, Kenda Kavalata, Radumani Yori. Tenigi Modi, Zatan Kamni, Zakam Yud, Randa Nivaji Che, only the Om Tamudel Tim. Om Tamudel Tim, Zatan Kamni, Mo Image, Om da Sumbudia, Najuma Chilichu. Najuma Chilichu, Najuma Koran. 용디체 rotomache. Kenda Kavada Kora Yevte, Katangache, Katanga Tavali, Najube, Yev Katanga Navachi, Yung de Same Navachi, Doji Nanju and Navachi, Tatagana Gene Susu, you have Zakanga Tingo Sadi, Sajati, Yunish Zajiche. Tatinaga Zagansu Tingo Yadi, Zashin Nagi, Paupamuche. Paupam Rangi Hinge, Yigila Timidia, Sal Jayu, Sagangolo Pamuche. 디 가정가데 코로나가 여 바우디체 다 여기다 용이고 이르메 바체니 사차상 레제니 하다 산이 저지도 다 고사마 제를 되 제셰도도 거의 알리지 연구사마 제 가가디요 요시죠.
So now let me take one example, okay? This example will take care of the 24, the first 3 sets of 8. And let's, for instance, the place right at our hairlines on the forehead. That place, we should try to look at it as ngojik, which means of the same nature with the Pulimaraya. That name of the place, Pulimaraya. That place or that locality or that part of our body being the Pulimaraya, that site of the 24 places of one nature. And from that site, now the creative energy and the nadi, which holds that, or which channels that creative energy, we receive a duplicate of it, and it merges with the first level letter at the center of our heart. And at the center of our heart, now this creative energy and the nadi and that which is the nature, which is oneness with the Pulimaraya, that place as material, and along with this level letter, it transforms into the Rabdumma, and the Kantakapala, who is her partner, male deity, that assumes the form of her Kadwanga. So that female deity, inseparable from with her, the male deity, Kantakapala, in the form of Kadwanga, arise in the form of Vajrayogini. Okay? Arise in the form of Vajrayogini. So, if that's clear now.
This one. 다 구상마 제를 되죠. 여기요 말에.
맞아.
딘조 나라 여기요 말에 여 배버려. 요주 요거. 구상마 가도마 있는 두세 제가 제니 제가 돼 정부제 제가 돼 나버려. 후보다 정부. 제가 제주 제야 돼 배버려. 가도마 인 호래 셰레데 노만식이 셰레데 자로 다치다 동가가 여 도수 논의수도 배버려. 참마식이 제주지야 여기 제주구수 배버려. 다 다른 제주고 말에 군도 내주면 군도 마부라 그래. 칼라수고 고제지 작하는 주 대팀네. 아니 자노 다팀 유니 다 이거 소주 순이라 작한 소주 순이 팀사를 봐. 어야. 대체용도 계산의 유니 스타지의 치 유니 스타지도 뭐지마 이마 제마바체. 직시.
So, please, with now the 8 Gosama, the one who keeps the doors and corners, that usually they do not have the male deity along with them, but it does not mean that they do not have, but they hide the male deity. Like for instance, the Kaganasa or the man, that she has a male deity disguised in the crow face, that face of the crow which she has. And those who sit in corner, they are the half. They share the half. For instance, in corner, some have the one side dark blue, one side green, and in those cases, that she hides her partner male deity in form of in different form. Otherwise, they do have the male deity with them.
다 류기 자신 니 자지데 치유니 자지제 다 되나가 자다 칸마 팅워야디 치유니 자지나 슈베 바우다 바모 예지도 요래 대다 집어인 거지 지나니 뭐 집어인 거지 대랑게 마진들레템.
So now wants to stress again that the creative energy and the nadi and creative energy from that very locality or very parts of our body, that has to be taken as Ngo Chikpa, or the same, or the identical nature, or the same nature with that of the outer one of the 24 sites, corresponding 24 sites, and each merge into the syllable letter. And
Zadi Nanjul Jaguar, Nolo come the Zadi Yonje, Nolo come the Yabjawar, what is you? That's Zada come you Nija, Nanjuma Katan Java, the Churson San Jury, Nanjuma the Travel Katan, you can reach your son Jury.
Zat Nanjuma that come the Yab. Zat Nanjuma come the Yab.
Yoruba.
Zat Nanjuma.
So Zadi Nerdiri, come to the Nolo Judy. Jaza Yong de Zali Yongje.
So, to stress it again, that our viewing the nadis and creative energy we receive from those 24 corresponding parts of the body, and which are oneness with the corresponding one of the 24 sites of the southern continent, and then we receive that as each merge with the syllable letter, and then there arise that out of the nadi, which is the vessel, container, there appears the female deity, and out of the creative energy, which is held by the nadi, then the Kadwanga or the male deity, that they come out. So, but though there are differences in their appearance, in their normal form, those Daginis, but here they all appear in a uniform form of the Vajrayogini in the same color with Kadwanga. Kadwanga as the hiding of the male deity in form of Kadwanga.
That's almost so just doing the that's so just doing it. Gide, those in the Zortice. Then do the Kanuma de Cabo, Yama de la Lama Jango, no yellow de Kanda Rima Marble, Yama Zujama de Sevuce. That Sakuno Mandel Suma, you have Jamakanga Mabure. So Tarin Taki, Suju Suni, the Kangala Gondo Marble, Zuzan Kangala Nejuma no Shadache.
So it's real easy, now it has become real easy to visualize, right? The only it is complicated, that complicated in terms of your thought, that the lots of things to deliberate, but in terms of visualization, that you visualize them appearing in the form of Vajrayogini, the red in color, and now we have 37 deities, right? The 32 plus 4 and one principal Vajrayogini at the center. Now, except for the 4 who are at the right immediate on the front, rear, right, and left of the Vajrayogini, who share the different colors, like the Lama, which is green in color, Rupini, which is yellow in color, and then the the one is white in color, and Dagini is white in color, right? Which is in front, and Kanarohi, which is red in color, sits at the rear or back.
Tambu Tungo Ngabote saw the Rangi Jeti Moyi Sambash. Jibu the Rangi Hinga choices under the Moyi Sambash. Then you should say about the Rangane, you should say Zai Sambash. Gosama Jeba the Umbu Gojek Zai Sambash, Trosati, Kunula Rintonyor. Long so do you do long the Ali Umbu Gojen and the war, Kadam Nana Kola, Tenandor. Then so you Sergeant Sanang and the war. Mama Leo Zawal Heodu, Niga Chok Sashin and the Yungre. They are chill and do you do, Niga Till Timor. They is a long doing, but no Jecha Jonzenteri. That Jing do Jaya de Ali Tagi Zatin Sati, Lu Chashi didn't tell you Mui. Chill Chajin the Bawada Najubango de Rai, Summer. Think I just wear.
So now here again to go over that when we generated these 37 principles, including the principal deity at center of one's heart, all in the form of Vajrayogini. Now you should try to think that they being the real.
They'll have quite a Bacangalo, Chiton, the Dojinajuma, Sasso Sunju Sulu, Sabache. They Rang Luke, Zakang, Chashes, or Luke Zakang Sunju, Luke Chashe, in Samache. Chi Dojinajuma Kuba Sanja Much, Rang Luke Zakang, number tab Zakang bed, Sunju Sudanji, Kuni Woyer maybe Suchani, where Rang Luke Chashe, drove in Sama, Mata Timor.
So minimum that we should try to have this, that they all being the Venerable Vajrayogini. And also, there also very strong conviction that they being the ones on the nadis and creative energy of personal body, that pure, very pure personal body, very pure nadis and elements of the personal body. At the same time, those deities being the 24 places and so on, of 24 places. So now the reason why we have arranged in such a manner is that when we start gathering our wind into this central channel, first we gather the wind from the 8 doors. Then when they get subtler, they dissolve into the places of the 24 sites or the 24 places or parts of body. Then when they dissolve into the 4 principal nadis at the center of our heart, and finally into that spring creative energy at the very center of our heart. So that's why that at the very center of our heart, upon that we have to hold the pride of that being the principal yogini, as well as our own spring creative drop, one's own very part of body, and so on. All those things one must carry on. One must have the divine pride of being the divine, as well as one's own part of body, as well as also the deity from those 24 places.
Tadi yawo je gonggo yena zoring go toba chi wo do long hinga do ya la jena chi shu ji lu je de lu ji ge de gongba de ponya su ge ponya re ne ta su su ponya su de ma zu ban jen ba de ban jen dong yong a zhong zhu yong a ban jen yong a la yo jama ta se yong a la se ban jen jama ta sa ma re well jama ta su de jade no jen ran tu go yo ma re jale pe ze ta le jo ze lu Tale Jodi, Jadeli Buze, Jogun Muenta Panjense, Punyari, Ponya singa de jobu shun joru kuyo.
So-
yung ga ma da je kan ge ndo ji ke ne shun shun ru yung de re da yang ni ponya singa jobu ndo ge dong no ge ji ponya re. Da de na jin de le ponya su re.
So this is a very profound practice, especially to enable us to receive our whole goal is to attain the realization of the Zorim or the Zorim or the completing stages, which is to absorb, to ability to direct all our wind energy inside the central psychic channel. And through this practice, it becomes very effective, and it is very great, tremendous source of blessing of our nadis and so on, to be able to direct all of them inside our central channel. So thus it is named after as Ponya or the messenger. What is the mission of a messenger?
kunzu ke le ponya ha gu lo. Da ponya one de ponya de gar ge dong ro re se na di chen le ji ji wi shi ge dong me de re da ponya de le de ne ra la di chen le ji yi shi de ju sha yu go re.
So messenger or emissary, what is the job of a messenger or emissary when we delegate the emissary? His job has the envoy. His job is to accomplish a mission, right? We send for an envoy or the missionary or messenger to accomplish a mission. So this practice, which is named after as the messenger, his job is to accomplish, to enable us to attain the Deji or the pristine awareness of non-duality, of bliss and void.
Za ju na la ponya le ji je zhu ba su yo re. Cho dan ri da ta ma de su yo re. Da ponya de ren ri ta su yo re.
So Ponya or this messenger is of three: the best, the medium, and the least.
Ongbu go na le go sa ma je bu de ponya ta ma de re.
So now the messengers, which are inside are the doors of our faculties. They are the cognitive power. Those are the eight who keeps the doors, and the corner, they are the least ones.
Yu ni shu za jin de yu ba 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 ni shu za jin de gong ya de za kam za de gong wa lu ji de ponya ring de re.
So, whereas those who are in the 24 sites or the 24 parts of our body, that those are the medium.
Inge zan de ji la ni bu nan ju ma ji gong ba de ponya cho de re.
Whereas on the four major branches of the nadi at the center of our heart chakra, and that is the best messenger. So those are the
Ombu go gombe le lo ombu go de dobre sho se tambo. Go sama ombu go na la za kan so go sama gombe jenge long de de ne ombu go na la su yong ba sho che wo. Ta de yong cha ni ni shi za ji na lo ge go re. No ni ni yu de ba ba mo na go lo na ni shi za no sho su ze de yu ni za ji za no de yong go re. De go ba yin za ni ge cho dan za ji na ma ji de chen la gombe la yan lo na ni ge cho dan za ji 자제는 뇌는 의지들도 네가 자신한테 용. 근데 의지들은 돼야 돼. 다 니를 용 버려. 그래서 런이 다수 자에 준선들이.
So reason we choose to have these three grades, like the least, medium, and the best, because that through the absorption of the wind traffic, or wind, sorry, not traffic, wind from the doors of our faculties, like the eight opening or the doors of our faculties into the 24 parts or the 24 parts of body, then and further the merge of those into those four at the center of our hearts, then only we are able to direct all our wind energy inside the very center, draw everything into the very center, that is the anticipating drop or central sushma. So thus, because of that, these ratings are given.
다 류제 대하고 공캔들라 데 내주면 류제 데 된조고 류제 내장 다 마지 집어려봐데 딱 되어요. 명언도 치워 라도랑 되어서야지 된조고 류제 사 탈파 공네 자기 늘 공화 인자 수수 사자강로 공자 소무주로 나가를 해루가 주로 공부야 되고 태무실라 내려와 남한데 라 이제 공부야 되고 배우니라 도지스바니 공부야 되고 미니라 되네 다른 탈 공대 버려 내가 그 강가로 수주를 전에 네가 나를 공샤와 자가 나를 공부래 자가 친을 공부래.
So, as told earlier, that the practice of the Vajrayogini is very encompassive but very convenient. Very convenient as well as very encompassive. So now here we see the point that here we visualize all the nadis and all the deities right inside, centralized at the center of our hearts. So it becomes inconvenient. Whereas in the Heruka, that we visualize all of these deities on the tip of each and every one of our parts of the body where we have the nadis. So for instance, that for the Nagara spot or site, those 16, 8 fingers and 8 toes, in each one of the tip of each one of those nadi and creative energy, we have the 16, one deity each, or each Heruka. So we have as many as 16, and also on the 2 great toes and 2 thumb, we have 4, one each, 4, and on Vajrasattva on the 2 knees. So that makes it so many deities to take care of, and in all parts of the body or peripheral. They go all peripheral, whereas here it is all centralized at the very inside one's heart.
다 페르치긴 다 공고야 그 요새 고바르데 롱미시 비틀려 도야 타버 봐. 대자 대조그 자동그 롱가가 더 타라 공데 다 몸부 공네. 한테 롱도 소주네. 손도야 타버. 내주 먹고라 사태 가가 나로루고 롱수 노요야 타버. 군이 체지요. So 시진 속행 그 페르치잖아. 그라촌도 아니오 루초 아니오.
So actually, let me give you an illustration here. That our whole purpose is to gather a whole wind inside the anticipating drop, right? The mishik particularly, or that anticipating drop at the center of our heart, that becomes one of the main aim of the practice goal, right? So I think, have you tent ship? I'll give you an example of how it's more effective. Have any one of us have tended sheep or cow?
Ruba soga so sinje mabirila tsakala tambarawa ta guna so dugorwa duduzana zibadin roni taringi thala nukudo ya ba chodan choshodo shosane taringi thala roni sunyagi rurure tugurede kurakale kawiyore taringi thala sinje tega nudigore 다양 지워지베 신제를 깨져셔도 너무 거지 쇼쇼쇼스데 신제가가 깨져 로용의 지존나 레라고요. 하다 내주면 류지데 디네지 인세요리. 닌조가 류지데 타린 타니까 아니 지워게 타니까 나지 권이를 체드는 유스.
So difference between the Bad Mandala of the Heruka and here in Vajrayogini practice is a skill in the tending of the cow or the sheep. Like if you have your whole sheep or cattle in the pasture, and towards the end of the day, and if you have to get them back to the shed, that if you, the one in other case is like a one who runs all around the animal and make a huge circle and get them back. You can do the same, but it really runs your energy out, that it makes you tired. Whereas if you could cry loud enough from the shed for the animals and make them come back to the spot, that's a lot easier on the shepherd. So in the practice of Vajrayogini resembles very much of the second type of shepherd who screams for the animals and make them come to the shelter. So body mandala, though it took little time, that I made as a real endeavor or took a special effort to make it as clear as I can, since I knew that we have a language barrier, and to make sure that everything is understood, what I have to communicate. And this is one of the factors which said that it excels even that of the practice of the Heruka. It is one of the special features of this practice. And as it is a source of the tremendous blessings and the blessings and inspiration, and with the great hope that you will incorporate that in your practice and you have a good understanding of that, I made this special effort to make it clearer and clearer and make myself repeat several times, and that is my wish, and rest is all up to you. And please that make sure this is the one of the most blessed, one of the greatest source of the blessing and inspiration in the practice of Vajrayogini. Because of that importance that I'm trying to stress myself by taking the lots of time and repetition for the same teaching. So now this takes care of our body mandala. Now next step is to blend the three messenger, or Ponya Sum Seva, or receiving or absorption of the three messengers. And that's different from the kind of messenger we talked just before this. Those three kind of messenger, least, medium, and the best. Please don't get confused between the two. They are two different things. Now here, the blending or the dissolving of the three messenger into one sub meant the simultaneously generated messenger, the messenger born from mantra, and messengers born from the field or the land.
Ponyasun Sisia, Ponyasun de Yishiba Kuyadiri, Tajende, Yishiba Sutimia, Yishiba de la Rubdiri, Sanje Sake, Choi Juna Juba, Sanje Tamjeri, Sabrda Umeji Shina Juba, Sanje, Dojinajuma, Dojinajume Umegi Shingisi, the Dawakaji Shina Juba Najumayari, Odi Dedache.
So, so now the it is the in fact it is the invocation of the wisdom beings and absorbing of them into yourself, absorbing of the wisdom beings. Now the simultaneously generated messenger, it is all the yogini in all the Buddha field, especially those who are in the Agnishta pure land.
Yu Nishu Zajina La Babu Nishi Babu Nishi Shu Yoredi, Ti Yosala Ti Segmar, Koludumba Latu Juzani Denda Debe Jingu Yunsu Zuba Ribe Charnu Member, Toyota Shu Yosari. 제가 유니 자신의 유배 보고다 내주 말아서 어다 늘 신지지 보냐스 그래. 아주 도스탄이 시간 넘버 잡았으나 요아마도 시간에 미루 말에 되나다 주되게 대 선에다 내가 저번에 다시 신선의 요소 나도 제장 초거래.
신기 뭐냐? 신기.
신지.
So, and in the 24 sites that there are, it is said that in all the 24 sites there are innumerable number of the great messengers and great practitioners, and also it is said that in each and every one of those sites there are the entire mandala of the great Heruka present all the time, and it is so those messengers are called messengers born of the land or the field.
다 가서만도 누워다베 내주 가도라 도가는 옷에 주 신제 탐지를 보니 신제 타저 도지들이 고만을 거셔요 봐 어디 늘 가지지 보냐래.
Now, as you remember, during our section on the purifying the all sentient beings, yoga of purifying the sentient beings, at that time we dedicated the light from our heart, and you have led all sentient beings to the state of full enlightenment, right? You remember that. Now those enlightened Vajrayogini, those are the born from mantra, messengers born from mantra.
누워다베 내주 가다라 뭐 제가 저 인디 말에 뭐 모두 신제소들 매 상제를 거 요도 매 상천지요 말에 여바 지자 뭐가 좋죠 여바 지자 너다 전전 되고 배나 내미 제도에 내가 제도 도가는 어제 주 신제 타지지 디리죠 매 상제 고폰을 소운도 너무 여바도 좋고 된고요 양파 주 신제 디리죠 매 뭐가 이제 참 못 쳐고요 대래 용도 대인자들이 가지지 분야서 신제 타지 살줄 봐 드리
So, for the messenger born from mantra, it says that those who have transformed into all sentient beings who are transformed into deity. Now, we did that, right? We transformed them into deity and enabled them to attain the state of the enlightenment. Now, believe and be very conclusive and decisive that they are enlightened. Don't have any skepticism about it. Don't feel indecisive that it is just my imagination or my belief, but sentient beings are still behind. Never think that, just all sentient beings are enlightened. Shije, which means that you believe strong and never think that they are not enlightened. That's just at my imagination level. That if you do that they are enlightened by the touch of that light. It is very powerful and beneficial. For instance, when you do the rapid recitation, that you send forth the light and purify all the negativities and enable them to attain enlightenment and so on. And you keep on repeating the same thing over and over. But each time you do a complete cycle, you receive the same benefit of doing the same.
다 등등이 초주도 수나 주대베 상제다 바오다 내조마다 유지 자신의 주베 바오 내조마다 신제 탐제되는 매마 로다베 걸레야스 도지내지면 고폰라 주샤바 참을로 제정의 할에 팀주리 들라 보냐 송세스 전쟁해야 될 전쟁이 미바 하다 찾아다 등이제 송래 가니 뱀세야들이
So now for the blending or the sieving of the three messengers. Now those three messengers we have discussed, right? The entire Buddhas and the entire Vajrayoginis of the whole everywhere, or the entire yoginis of the old Buddhas and all of those we invite. And now invitation. Invitation is through the three, the mantra, the mudra, and tingizin, or to the single-pointed concentration. With these three means, we invite them. Please mantra, the mudra, and the single-pointed concentration. The mantra is that pen, you say.
tingin the rangi toge bangi de was mabu true the mesam the turn, the naki come taji chavni, was a ticket gongolo gentle, me bachiade, me bachiale, tingin secret.
So, tingizin, or the samadhi with which one receives them, or concentration, is that through the delegation of the red light generated forth from your cerebral palm, going forth from the forehead of yourself, and inviting and visualizing that inviting entire all of them towards yourself.
차자는 말왜 차자스 그래. 다 강가 제신 거야 누스래.
Please watch, please watch this mudra. This is the
조만이 추 대문이 지제 고문이 지제 라마시야 정 그래.
to ingest
제고요마 대도스서 뱀스도 강가 이정 거래. 수지고 있는 강가 이도 파정.
Stretch out the leg when you do that. So now here, as you got the hand mudra, that your leg, stretch out your leg a little bit, stretch out your legs.
자자된 데케 노수요문이야 케운데 제가 가도 되게 영고를 지지 예고를 지지 그래. 영고를 송야 요래. 담보 영도 되니 예고를 송야 요래. 영고를 송야 요래데 영고를 지기 되게 요다.
So and then raise from your left just up to the level of your forehead and to the one counterclockwise and a clockwise. One counterclockwise first, then clockwise. Okay, that is enough. There is also saying that you should do the three counterclockwise and one clockwise, but it looks that just one counterclockwise and one clockwise rotation is adequate.
다 자자도 세케운데 미야 영문이야 두샤 젤다고래.
So, when you are trying to lift your mudra, when you have it landed on your hip, your eyes should also look down on it, and keep your eye looking at the mudra. So you keep looking at it throughout the sequence.
That's also said of the name of Gugumare, Chiamare, Ranchigo, Nain, Gongwa Tawas Pajo. Como Yeva get Temugo, the Yembe Temunusia.
So,
and the Pemsia, the Chimbozilla, Chitila, Jaro, and the Timbo.
So, when you are in a gathering with others, you may not do that, but when you're by yourself, then you should stretch out your leg a little bit, and if possible, you should have your two great toes meet against each other. Press your left great toe by your right great toe. Press against the left great toe by your right great toe. And the sound you should make fairly loud so that you can scare a crow should there be one just right outside your door.
Pada Adam Masung Datungur, Pemsia, Tilla, Pangol and Duni Yori, Tilla Adatungur. Yagurji Yori, Modatungur. Pemsia.
So, also be very articulate that when you say the mantra, because you should be able to produce all these three sounds of the pa and ah and ma, because there's pa and a and ma, right? So pa and ah and ma, those three you should try to make a proper sound to make sure that you are giving out all those three. So be very articulate.
다 딩에제 되라 토가라야 방이 니게나라야 루지게 사송주 수도요리 사송주 수도 참모로라 수수 토가 춘중도 손이 이제 방이 가진 거요 인자 사송주 수도게 토게 방이 이쯤은 난다들레 어제 마부 짜주다고 추이니 오다 참고 강가야 추이는데 매산에 터는 초주 신강 라자바 쳤네 제정 미미버지 데레로라 마차나 좀으로지 소주 소주 좀 추주되게 도가 방이데 나달리 주는데 라면 배산에 더 초주 소에 대전점 미미버지니 다 제대로 루이 처마셔리 오다 강데 되디지야
So, in terms of concentration, if you are capable, then you can visualize that from the tip of this nanda of all the 37 deities of the body mandala you have, at heart of every one of them, they have celebrated a palm. So from the tip of the nanda of each of those palm, there comes forth a light in the form of hook, and which goes to the whole Buddha field of the entire 10 direction and invoke them. And if you have difficulty to do that, then you can just have the light generated out of the principal yogini at the very center, from her celebrated palm at her heart, then you invoke, generate the light in the form of hook and invoke the wisdom beings.
다 제자야 되라 조주 시가 라잠도 주베 우제 마부디게 나가 타쳐도 버쳐데 조주 시 라잠도 주베 산제다 자주 심바다 파오다 내줘마 어디 강글로베 다 아니 다 인들어 랑게 로다베 내줘 거기 랑 두고 우제게 시제 타지게 디리죠 시제 타지 내줘말이야 고샤바
So, now the guests or the beings we invoke are the Buddhas and Buddhisans and great Buddhisans and great Vajrayoginis and all of those who are abiding in the innumerable numbers of the Buddha field in the entire 10 directions, and also all those sentient beings whom you have enlightened by the touch of the light during your yoga of the purifying sentient beings. And the third, all the Viras and Viranis of the 24 sites and so on, that every one of them are invited here.
다음에 조지 참제의 제 정우야 돼. 사탕상 제베네 좀 지고 나봐 말해. 진고 내줘마다 유사 순주다. 도저 제다. 도지라와 메리다 제베베 땡다 땡바 용서 제 정거래. 땡다 땡바 용서. 나면 나서로 지제 자요는 나카 건데. 띵네 나카 거의 마보 바자는 수 원의 사진의 랑비 버르지 오쇼기 지지 칸 띵오 초선 상만의 제자요네 다 소소소요도 죽음으로 지지를 팀 랑은 누가 나가려고 차선지를 주로 차선 지구데 공배 지고 나je 또 도지라와라 콜라르 메리다 제베 나도 들어je 되나로 아니 가르쳐 그래 춘중에서 도진해줘마 어디나 욕해지게 차선시를 줘.
So that when you invoke them, that you should invoke not like the single deity coming along by herself, but the deity with the residence, the Chunjung, and with complete mandala, the Chunjung and the cemeteries and the water fence, then the fireballs around that, the entire mandala, and with the entire mandala residence and the resident deity herself, that from all 10 directions, but from the filling the whole space, and also the huge rush of them coming from the bottom of one's earth and so on, from the whole 360, all around that coming, and they all, since there's so many of them, then they start merging one into each other. And when they reach on the crown of one set, then they all become one set. They merge into one set, they complete, identical to one which one has. That's again the mandala with cremation grounds, Vajra fence, Vajra canopy, then the fireballs, and so on. Every one of them present.
다 고슈 진이 제வர் 다도 배당 되다 시험 거죠. 강가로 신글 다 답을 신자고 보고래야. 단자 밤호 해야 되라. 자스도 자는 자주 찾아져네. 제정배 다 차선 지구대 그런 것도 수제 메토도 메자베 수로지. 수고 수자. 당시 20보다 당시 별거 수고죠. 고지.
됐어.
공수도 마팀 주제.
That's what. So the Za, as you saw the mantra when I requested to watch, that is the mudra of the hook, to come, and whom that they all come alight right above the crown of one's head, or right above, and second, then they all start entering inside. They start merge in. Home.
수야 되네. 조단주만 한단주만 제정만 내주마슈. 랑기 춘주의 제정의 춘주슈. 송코르의 송코르슈. 두저의 두저슈. 제정자의 차성 다시 20번 강요 다시 버들 마슈야고. 자스 지금 카르카도 수요. 홍수 마슈 부슈제.
So za. So they come, and whom they enter, they merge. That is the Vajrayogini into Vajrayogini, the Chunjung into the Chunjung, the cemeteries into the cemetery, and they just they enter into their respective places.
조원이 미리 발기배 수수되게 단시바까지 요요 뒤토르베 제정의 마슈. 홍수베 마슈.
So whom there with that all the wisdom beings you are invoked, that they all merge into the commitment being, starting from the principal deity, clear out to the fireballs, that into their respective spot.
다 밤호죠. 밤수도 20바다 다세번이보다 예르메도 반지. 왜나 출 기라스나루데 되나 오마지루잖아. 아니 오마지 추난 줄르데 베라지바 멤버지 가시사로 오마가바지 가시스 추가바 대용아 되게 많이 버려. 다 좋아지고 주쇼기네 아니 자녀용 배 집어지네 가가사네 멤버 리도르 다가 나지 토마 슈베고도 슈도 만디지. 아니 밤수도 뭐 예르메도 드리네 여자는 메켈지 수원사마지.
So with Pam, then try to think that they merged into each other and became inseparable from each other. Inseparable. Let me give you an illustration that it is the sequences like if you pour a glass milk in a glass of water, that it remains for a while you see a thickness of milk, more milk in certain places and some clear water. Then when you stir it up, then the water and the milk, they blend into each other and they become inseparable. So with this form, that the what has entered and the place and where it entered, they become oneness with each other.
다 호스도 이메도 바 지진도슈 바 이히바다 단시발마 슈주슈 이메 레데 바 이히바 단시발 주진도 보라 아이오에서 말아서 남도요 베 토니보라 아이오에서 뭐 요시 시그리 데레자 데레 멤버 이히바 제 잡아데 단시발마 슈야데 베 투신도 니네 베 니진도 슈네 디파카가산 지주메케 저저 모두 주바데 데와 멤버로 지바 베 So,
with Ho, you should try to think that the absorption or the merge into oneself as a commitment being, and those wisdom beings entering into oneself is out of their great pleasure, that out of their great willingness on their part, they joined. That not that they don't quite want to, which we may feel sometime, or that they may not want to. But never feel that. That try to convince yourself that they join with most willingly, that the most happily, that most pleasingly they joined and ready to stay with oneself until one has found that essential enlightenment.
다데올라 기부 찾아지 마세요. 레데데라 나제송하더래. 어머 요가쇼도 사다마 요가쇼도 항스도 요가니 내조레. 쇼도는 다바레. 사와다만 추 담제레. 추 담제 나바다고 다니데가 에마고도 다니레. 아항시방아레. 추 담제 나바다고 다니데가 오스레. 벽에지다 저 같이 니럽셔데. तेरे निबी चाचा जिनसे आते ला ठी नाला चिगी ना बेगुर सुन रहे सुन बे ये सुन योरे दे या ठी खशेला नांगन देवे छोसु गुरु सुन योरे नांगन देवे छोसु गुरु से आते दा लामे सुनजुने तगाई नांगन देवे छोसु गुरु से योरे रे दे चाचा दे हिंगा खातो ला चाचा पंबो से योरे चाचा दे माले माजी जुड़ू दे गाठो में सुरु चिजी हमारे
That this mudra you try to do, please do it really not ostentatiously, but just make it like you're really doing it properly, okay? And it is to do at 3 spots. Now try to do along the. This is Vajra feast.
tabshige rangshen to mene laba yoma to yaba shiro yinza pemo kachewa no
and like as if you're opening a flower.
And peguru se pemo kachewa guru
lattice. Now then you rotate like the fully blossomed lattice, circling. Start with your small finger and then open the rest. And in a clockwise circle, Yeah. You start with the ring, small finger with your right hand and close with it first and last the index finger. Whereas with your left hand, you start with your left index finger and end with your ring, small finger, at the end. So don't make it too wide open, because when you do it a little closer, it symbolizes also your fingers being connected by the web of the light. Once at the heart, the circle of the lattice, once at the heart, and right at the side of your breast once again back at your heart, one circle, and right above your right breast once, and once again repeat at the center of your heart once. And that with that final round, then you end with the mudra of the embrace. So, concluding with the mudra of the embrace, again it symbolizes the non-duality of the method and the wisdom, or inseparability, inseparability of the method and the wisdom. So again holding a strong divine pride, that I am thee wisdom of non-duality of bliss and void. I'm the wisdom of non-duality of bliss and void, and which is your thought or mind in that state, and to symbolize as the expression of that wisdom in the form of mudra. So those are the 5 mudras we do, or that's mudra symbolize that thought. Please what? So that round of the fully blossomed lotus, making 5 circles, even if you can't finish the 5 circles, it's all right, since the mantra with which we try to synchronize that mudra is fairly short. So that is the, I think, the mantra.
Shiji Ri, Neji Rub, Kaji Tama, Chegomandosam, Ganda Yimbe, Peme, Lantamu, Jew Young, the Jashu Simba, the Jew Abu Young, and Jiring the Toban Hese, Jul Jiroch, and Jiring Yansolan, the Temba Matone, Jiring Toban Hese, Jul Jiotella, and Haji Sir, Haji Jipunyam.
So, lady, the one who has the King Dog to boost you. King Dog to boost you. I'm too much user. So, messenger here could also mean the ladies. And one who has the so one who has the full training of the renunciation, bodhicitta, and the right view of the understanding of the right view, or the shunyata, and after that, the one who has obtained all the 4 initiations and through the maintenance and kept all the vows and samaya pure, whatever one has pledged to do so, and then through the practice, if one has a fair competency in the insights of the developing stages, then could be decided as the born from mantra, a messenger born from mantra. So this is the least So whereas here, the born for mantra or the least messenger is the different. During our practice of the purifying all sentient beings, that we have transformed the all beings, irrespective of whether they're male or female or human or non-human, that we have purified every one of them and enabled them to attain the state of enlightenment. And the kind of messenger which we are trying to see, or the mix or the blend, is is them, that we are going to seep out them.
주베 벼메시 이네 수수수 돈을 주는데 레다 개와 수를 연데 대마도 가지면 주바로 내주면 주바 이네 인생으로 지금 말해 지선집에 개와 유케지기 는 둘다 보수나 신한 가지고 류무스 지도케요 그래서 신지래 다나 유니스자진의 지대가 신지래
So the messenger so born on the land in a sense that land like 24 sites and so on, or especially there are lots of the messengers of the yoginis of the Vajrayogini herself in the form of ordinary emanation, emanated in the form of ordinary lady to take care of their disciple with whom they have a very special karmic affinity. And so even though they are the real Vajrayogini emanation, but they take only care of those with whom she has the special karmic affinity for that very special emanation. So those are the messengers born from the land or born from the field.
Sanje Sarvata. 아니 sonju 고방 소배 sonju 토대바다. 대지에서 토대바다 이나니 레지지 보냐서 그래. 람들이.
So those who are already enlightened, or those who have attained actual clear light, or the tengyöse, or those who attained or those who acquired, or those who attained the actual clear light, those are the simultaneously generated messenger.
So, 자kamla 런디 타송 신고. 강가 신고. 마신바 다 나고 보여 주신 데도 공데 로도 차주메. 돈다 신주메. 대가지 지 저기 이제 공 상로 돈도 나공시 아니 여진이 니고 대 공스게 말해.
So those are the three kinds of messenger. And also now let me explain you about the least, medium, and superlative nadis and elements. Nadis and elements, and what are they? Because we need to be informed about them since we are going to do this practice properly. And if we don't know much about them, and especially when we have to do the meditation in a dark room, the darkness out and darkness inside, because of not knowing where our one is going, the next darkness follow, there's a slip. So we have to know what we are going to do.
너무 들어야 보지. 되는 상로도 배 셴발을 타치. 되는 이제는 공고. 투상 공소 방언이 제거래. 대선들에 맞아 보지. 가게 맞아 공에 배 공부에서 지금 되고 매래 공. 되는 공 차는 개요 말. 셔야요 말. 더만이는 공부를 나와 참. 되는 지금 뭔들도 요 말에 강걸로 밀라메까지 매 주소 제가 이제 비자치 제와 인자 투상 지고요. 요르데 그시 되는도 투상산 제모 이기질로 로라치네 이걸로 현재 좀 대비지 알았다. 대비들로 아니 고메 쇼메 개와자 수준도 요새지 주인데 공부되게 어디서 강하시. 다 잘라는지 다 송구신 거예요.
So now we have to do this sequentially, to do a proper practice. First we need to study that properly, extensively, then deliberate about the subject we have studied, and after the deliberation, then only we can meditate properly with it. Then we become resourceful. That without any of the resources, without any knowledge of the resources of the subject matter of the meditation, we tend to catch the meditation first. That doesn't work. I'm not saying that every one of us here are not that vulnerable to that because of accessibility to a center where everyone is wanting to study more. But I do find people that who are very well read and they are educated to how to read, write, and so on. So they get a book and read and get to a few points which they seem to like a lot and meditate and come out with nothing. And such things can be detrimental. So now let's discuss about the nadis and the elements. And they are of three kinds: the medium, the least, medium, and superlative. So those nadis, which are in the Ombrugoye, in the 8 doors of our faculty, at the door, eight doors of our faculty, those are the least. Eight doors, or I think I may not elaborate. Now next, those which are of the 24 sides or the 24 other parts, they are the middling. And the 4 major branches at the center of one's heart, along with the center one, that is the primal. So now as we have rated the nadis into the best, the middling, and the least, and in the same way creative energy inside them can be also determined in the same fashion. And they are the inner messenger. So at present we try to do the regard, we try to, with a sincere conviction, that try to think we have received the wisdom of non-duality, bliss and void, right? That we believe we received it, but we don't have it yet. So we induce all 4 bliss, supreme bliss, exceptional bliss, and in simultaneously generated bliss. And on the 4th, we try to contemplate on the emptiness along with it, and with our whatever capability or with whatever understanding of the emptiness we have, that we try our best and carry on our practice. So, as it's we do it, even though we haven't entered the course yet, even though we haven't entered the path yet, we do it. Now that practice that becomes the least. So now and after that, when we get into the gearing or the developing stages, and where we receive the understanding of the emptiness, or our perception into emptiness through the ideation, a perception into emptiness through ideation or in the form of Tunji or the generic image. through ideation is better, that through the ideation, and though we do not yet have the direct non-conceptual understanding of emptiness, then through the further improvement in our understanding, and during the completing stages, on the fourth stage, actual clear light, when you get the direct non-conceptual understanding or the apprehension of emptiness, all those realizations are the so
다 돈이 무슨도 도베 레지 이시게 되는 레지 이심 돈이 무슨 도바 외세 손주께나 내리스리 될라 러브리 다들라 사회 분야를 다 숨어서 지 분야를 다 너게 작은 분야를 다 사회 분야를 다 숨어서 어두서
so they all through this, when we understand the emptiness through the ideation, and as it keeps improving, that wisdom of non-duality of bliss and void, of such an understanding, like understanding into emptiness through ideation, that is the secret messenger of the middle kind, and after we call it resultant clear light and Yoganata, that since after the reception of the direct non-conceptual understanding or the apprehension of the emptiness, and the wisdom or non-duality simultaneously generate bliss and void with the direct non-conceptual understanding of emptiness, then that kind of realization is the best kind, is the best.
다양히 상로 지나 상수의 분야대 하고서는 뭐가 이제제데 분야 선부 지도 세용도 제장의 분야를 다 손세 너게 자강 수도의 옆에 잔노대에 네베 뭐지 치 분야들라 되네도 세네 디제기는 최당제랑 주부 동반이지 동반이자 동반이 동지도 인도 대동 행지주의 희날 추마도바 매바이 추탐제 하나도 되고서로지 추탐제베 라니 코나는 뉘데바데 아니 대조가 제슈
So now these three kinds of understanding, which are the three kinds of messenger in terms of understanding, three kinds of messenger, we got other sets, now receiving every one of them and the mixing all of them into one as into the wisdom of non-duality of bliss and void. The bliss, bliss and void, then as the all phenomena being void of in-hand existence is equal, is uniform, then you feel the presence, the ones are being the all phenomena, that bound by the all phenomena, being bound by one's own wisdom. And that is the uniqueness of the Heruka, that all phenomena being in oneself.
제가 추탐제 넘버 답에 다니데 나오스 마지 zon도데 데레 제 추탐제 다니레 싱마로 와사로만 공미지나 추탐제 가리마 사두리라 강가 추벌리디요레
So then in that case it makes sense when we say that I am the embodiment of purity of entire phenomena, then it makes sense. It does not mean that I am the stone, mountain, and so on. So if you think, it does not mean that. I am the embodiment of the purity of which is the being lack of in-hand existence, and that is me, that is myself.
다 고차고리야.
So next is the adorning of the armaments.
고차고야 그거 거르서나 다베 이시버치다 제장 제로 뭐부슈 차르레 제로도 파 예먼로 치고 파만로 야지. 제로는 바셰로보다 너가 제게로 수수 뭐이와 참주해. 마로도 괜게 버르보고 수치다 수주나 마소 접주고. 노래지야 푸시키. 랑송야래. 랑송 고차죠. 랑송 대베만 토고 말이 파 종물이 파 조야 농다 멘다단다 멘다나 가마데 요 말이데 진도부터 시작해는 파 예중고 선샤 랑송고 고차죠. 대안은 랑송고 고차되게 바셰 송고 이상 고차고 버리.
So now the donning of the armaments, that is for the defense, to defend all the blessings we have received. The offense, to destroy the negativities and so on. Like if one goes to a war, a soldier has to be prepared for two things, the defense and offense. That he needs all the equipments necessary to defend himself as well as, but just defending is not enough, but he has to also do the offense on others. The offense equipment he needs like the arrow and the swords and so on, which is done in those earlier days, and shield, armor and so on he wear in order to defend himself. In the same manner, now we try to put on the armor and shield and so on of the deity so that all the blessings and inspiration and all those we receive, stream of blessings received so far inside us will be fully protected and defended.
고차고야디 내가 답디버레 다웨 친구 샤다레 다웨 친구 내나 수상을 동에 내들로 내 가제 요래서는 고차주 고차주라 다웨 친구 주소용 거래.
So the donning of the armaments here is again very simple and convenient, and we have them on a moon disk and reflection of that required deity in the moon disk. Now there will be 6 spots or the 6 locality, and with the 13 moon disks.
다웨 친구디 가바고 그랬으나 때월지.
One at navel.
나라 내주고 고도마 사서 제 여러와 때와 바바게 워 샤게치로 바살라데라.
So just between the flesh and the skin at the navel, or where one appears the radiantly red-colored Vajrayogini, you visualize a moon disk.
다 강가다가래 바바게 워데 고주래 치루 고주데 고도마 부임바데 다가 대고래 대 노로데 샤바게 참라 다웨 친구 때월지 예발지.
So your outer form and color remains same, redness, but you have to visualize those inside your skin. One at navel, one at heart,
칼지
at mouth.
칼고야 지기자를 고고래.
So place where you have at mouth is at the bottom of the tongue.
예카도마달라 다갈루샤나 야 대로 그러고 지자와게 샤바게 상을 고고래. 칼지
Bottom. Roll your tongue up and at about skin
제월지
bottom, and one at the forehead.
제와
Forehead
지주
and crown of head.
지주 지데
Right at the crown of your head.
뭐야 말해서 다 연락 탐지라 하셔야지 가제래.
So you have 5.
봉배 봉구지 세제제스 그래. 봉구니 정구니
So
벽구니
so as it says, now remaining 8 extremities. The extremities are the 2 shoulders and 2 elbows and 2 hips and ankles.
Yes, why?
Lash.
Sounds why?
That sounds. When you
Pungo, de Tsirwa,
laugh, I
Jimbo, Chima,
also not elbow but wrist.
Gomoke Gonsi to the Bugunsi.
Wrist, please. One at the wrist, each at the wrist.
Says the Trabani Tsisheni, Jimoni Tsisheni, De Tsisheni, Gonsi, each Tsisheni.
So actually you place them at the joints, shoulder and also wrist where you have your joints, and at the hip joints, and then at the ankle joints. So we have 8 major joints. Whereas we have about 360 minor joints. So in each one of those places, now you have you visualize a small moon disk, okay, small moon disk, and now instead of the deities, we just place the syllable letters, 6 syllable letters. Yogini, Chenma, and Mongchema, Mohini, Techema, Trakchema, and Chandrika. So those are the 6. You have, no. No. So now you have those Vajrayogini, Yamani, and Mohini. Mohini. Kyechema in Tibetan, or Sachalani. And Trakchema, or the Samtrasani. And Chandrika. So these are the 6 deities, but we don't visualize the deities, but instead the syllable letters. We label them with the syllable letters. So at the letter on the moon disk, you just reflect the letter in. So if you have it above, you might feel again as our mind as it goes, you might feel that it feels discomfort. And Pam, red in color, which is color of the Vajrayogini herself. At center of one's heart, Ham and Yam, which are 6 syllables for the Yamani. So in most of the texts, they have the O on the Ya. So they say Ham Yom. That's a mistake, please. Correct that. So Ham, and please, it is also in Sudana, it says Yam, Yom, please correct it to the Yam. And that is the Sachalani. The reason how it came to Yom was that at one time they tried to make a crescent moon, and someone read it as O, So they made it. So it is a mistake. So it should be
다
yang.
지 자와라 요야게 칼 요야게 나시 되와라 심모 신이고 그래.
So right at your inside your tongue, now you have the rim and mom,
가브레
white in color.
모제 모래. 다 모제 모래.
There's Mongchima or the Mohani.
다다 신지마데 후보래. 이게 후보래. 다다 모제마데 이게 가르보래.
The early one, the Yamani, she is blue in color. That this Mohani, that's white in color.
다 트월레 요야게 나와지 뭐 기소 데레 제제모 싱 신이고 그래. 세보래.
So at the current one said, in the place for the Kyoche Ma or the Saja Lani, we have the him, which is yellow in color.
제제모텔라 도바지요. 제제 인다 중제이 한번 공연지래. 배상 거셔나 다들 등도 이제 중제요래. 거셔나 다른 무지 쩌스요래. 단디 타지 배신 제제 숨고요래디. 제제 타지도 아이마 인데다 고아요 토는 제제 중제라 내려서 토야 민도 다 거럽에 깨도 돈 따고르데 하게 도 거리요는 지다는 마도 알리 다 적으면 소야지 요한테 제제 있는 중제 있는 미신 다 너질 제제 서리 비상 패셔 서 지조도 나외 지모들라 훈이고 훈 정훈이
So there's a little no, I can't say disagreement, but there's little confusion about the Kyuchema. There's Kyuchema, I'll discuss with Tibetan or Sajal Leni, that they say Dongche, which means one which nurtures, or Kyuche, one which goes, okay? That there's difference between the two, that some say should be Dongche, or some say it should be Gyuche. But whatever, but it is later, it is mostly decided. In most of the texts you will find Gyuchema these days. So Sachalani at the crown, and crown of my head is now the Hung and Hung.
신이부터 세고 임바 제제면데. 오야. 지속의 홍이부터 자제면 우리 라 자제면 정구리.
And the Hung and Hung at the crown of one's head, which is the nature of the deity, some Trasani, that's green in color.
다 연락 탐제를 폐폐도 가스도 연락 탐제해야 돼. 다 지신 제부들이. 폐폐니 이 폐니 너도 들어가. 강가벌 폐니리 제자로 제보다.
So at all,
치마다 봉구 강가다 나카 제자로 배 폐폐도 아니니 고주리.
so at all my limbs, as it says, that pepe, smoke-colored. Now those 8 spots once again on the 8 major joints, the shoulders, waist, wrists, hips, and the ankles. That smoke-colored pepe.
뭐야? 다 얘기 거야 돼 사이고 뭘 사다 채요 말이야. 다 들어 의지 추고야 돼. 조신 라와밖에 고 말이에요. 라와밖에 송나다 이게 수술 의지 추고 송. 다 의지 추고요는 지수고 정부들 의지들 마트네. 내 세부터 두고 샤무권대 소로 주고 그래.
So
의지들 샤바가 산마 추고래.
now these are the syllable letters, they being in fact that respective or the corresponding deities which we mentioned, right? Now, from these letters, we have to emanate the light, which we refer back to the great Siddha named Dawapa or Chandra, that he said that each letter radiating light. In his one of the texts, it said that each letter is radiating light. So in that case, the one which we have on the crown of our head, which is yellow in color, then it radiates down, and as if we are wearing a yellow hat right inside the red
rim
skin.
세븐이부들레 내제다 그 정국의 개용으로 봐 림들이 우세 세부자들 마트네 칼라 내려봐 림 모여 사가버디 봐도 카게 봐도 우세 가버려 내시 세버려 다치버리 안 좋아서 러도 저러
So now the white color that's between the crown, the forehead down to the mouth.
가그리모 가올에 우세 가버 마트네 이게 후부터 두부래
So that white color, it goes clear down from your mouth down to right above your heart.
파제는 봉고로마도 이만도 지어 말해 봉고 봐도 폐폐에서 되래
And it shouldn't go further than your shoulders.
다 우세 가버데 모벌로 도는 니가라 하 내려 모벌데마 우세 모벌 트네 때에 온 방을 도그래 마버들 도그래
So
가도 봐도
sending forth the blue color from the heart, then it touches the palm, which is red in color.
다온 방들 우세 마부 마트네 진고게 폐폐도 가봐도 도는 건걸 마도 지어 말해 데 having got there was a mauchi congre.
So from the palm at the navel, then we send forth the red light, which goes up to your hip, and it shouldn't go further than that down.
Tande Toga televise toga timal to timal toga zuguzi shayo chibore. Jingu toga pung toga to tele toga kongwe zugu shayo ne was it toga yala jadre.
So from smoke color from these two shoulders, the light goes clear down to your wrist, and touching at the wrist, then it fills the entire length of your fingers. Same thing goes from the hip down to the ankles, and ankles to the tip of all the toes. So feeling entire parts of one's body with this color.
Oh yeah. That was it to put it so true you but shaggy chilo baba some shabaga san ma take the kid comes to get dumba meva. Or did a bashet no you some meva. No go pie turn to some meva. Samsung kenji Gosha Hamutrugi, Mui, Samba Gosha Bamutrugi, Mui, Samba Jenny, all those songs.
So these light which protect oneself, they fully protects oneself completely, that there's not even a single hole where one a pin tap or needle could prick in, that which can fully protect, not sending out any powerful attainments or any blessing inside out, or neither to allowing any obstacles or the harms from outside in. So thus try to feel that you're fully protected by these layer of the color which is right inside or right underneath your skin.
Yeah, that's how
Sanje Shindo Mede